Hello there lovely people, how are you today? Today I'm going to do something that I haven't done before. I've been meaning to do this for ages, but I didn't know when I was going to start. So I thought, why not start now? And here it is. Individual book reviews. Usually I do all my book reviews, at the end of the month. But now I've decided that instead of just doing them all at the end of the month, I'll do certain individual book reviews, during the month. Because then it'll be easier to find them, and I'll be able to fit more stuff in instead of trying to compact everything into one video. And now that the parish notices are done, on with the video.
Why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Hello and welcome to my review of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Brontë. The edition I have is a Vintage Classics edition. It is 545 pages long. Jane Eyre is made up of 2 volumes, and between those volumes there are 38 chapters. I bought this edition, honestly, about 2 years ago, and I've been putting it off ever since. Mainly because, it's quite large, 545 pages, and, Bronte's, it's a classic, sometimes they can be a bit boring. But, guys, why didn't I start this sooner? I've never read a book like this. This is a masterpiece of literature. Jane Eyre itself is an autobiography of the fictional character Jane Eyre. The novel begins with Jane Eyre as an orphan, being looked after by her evil aunt and her annoying cousins. However, soon, because Jane is quick-tempered and likes to fight back, she's sent off to Lowood, a school for orphans. The school is run by the evil Mr. Brocklehurst, who one day decides to basically take Jane in front of the entire school and tell everyone that she is of the devil and you must not communicate with her and don't even think about being friends with her. However, Jane does make friends. She makes friends with a Helen Burns, and I'm not going to recount that part of the story because it's too traumatic. However, after a period of 8 years, Jane finally leaves Lowood. Now she's a teacher and is friends with most of the faculty. She puts an ad out in the local newspaper seeking for a job as a governess, and her job application is answered by a Mrs. Fairfax. Jane moves to her new residence at Thornfield Hall and looks after a little French girl named Adele. Until one day, she's out walking. A man on a horse rides past her and he falls off. She helps the man back on the horse and tells him that she works in the nearby Thornfield Hall. Jane soon finds out that this man is a certain Mr. Edward Fairfax Rochester. And that is where the novel begins. I must say, if you have this on your shelf and you're kind of reluctant to read it, it's a Brontë, it's over 500 pages long. Guys, I read this in 3 days. I couldn't stop reading this book. There are many elements of this novel. There's the romance element, there's the teaching element, there's a supernatural element in this as well, which I very much enjoyed, which I wasn't really expecting. One tiny downside about this novel: I have absolutely no knowledge of the French language, and whenever little Adele, the little girl that Jane is a governess to, speaks, because she is a French character, all of her dialogue is in French. So I had no idea throughout the entire novel what little Adele was saying, which was kind of annoying. It didn't really detract from the story at all, but it was kind of like, they could have put a translation somewhere. All in all, Jane Eyre is a brilliant book. It is a masterpiece of literature. It is one of the best books that I've ever read, and I give it 5 out of 5 stars. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. If you want me to read any other classics or any other books, just leave suggestions for me down in the comments and I will hopefully read them sometime. And until next time, lovely people, bye! Stop what you're doing and read Jane Eyre. Fucking shit!